Please let me down. How did it go for more like? Oh.
Prospero años felicidad.
It's like a nice intro, like we're just, it's a long shower, so we're just kind of oozing into it, like.
Come on. Just have to put up with folks.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
I'm sorry.
I think that's a bit tense now as well. Like. I wish the folks a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, all.
Yay!
Welcome to episode 67 of the Midlife Addiction podcast.
Woo, 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 woo.
Austin, Nick, and guests, Ciaran and Paul. So today's episode is going to be about Christmas movies.
Christmas special part 2.
And what defines a Christmas movie?
Oh God, don't get him started with philosophies. Two of them.
Not me.
No, it's definitely Ciaran. You haven't been on your soapbox in a while. Go on, you take the lead, go on.
No, like...
No, I'll start.
You start, because I haven't.
So, lads, our people on the other side, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Seriously?
You're opening with that?
You have to go straight in, like you know,
I wanted to build up there.
Yeah,
you know?
like it's just like loop. No, you got like foreplay. Like it's just like straight in, like.
Yes. Go on.
Jesus. Well, yeah, we'll bypass the Die Hard movie. That's the topic of the.
But Home Alone 2, Home Alone, is that a Christmas movie as well?
Oh yes,
The first two Home Alones.
the first two.
Like, there's no doubt about it. Anyone...
How can you not think Home Alone is not a Christmas movie?
I think Nick's winding up.
No, I'm not.
No, Nick's like a robot. This is. He gets like this robot, but he gets nervous and he just says, said the first thing that comes to his head, like goes for the long.
But the funny thing is, like, I actually never saw Home Alone in the cinema. I saw the sequel in the cinema.
I never saw. I saw it when it first came on TV.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, I saw the
It
same
was great.
cinema.
Yeah, it was always on TV.
Well, you're probably too young to go to the cinema, and
It
was like 7 or 8.
What year is Home Alone?
1990.
I know, I wasn't too young to go to the cinema. I was down in, I was away, and to be honest with you, I was so young back then. I think the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, Ninja Turtles, was out at the same time.
I've never seen that in the cinema.
And I went to see that ahead of Home Alone. I actually didn't. When I was that age, I remember I didn't even know about Home Alone. I didn't know.
I don't think it was out in the movies for a whole. I don't think it was a big cinema thing like when we were young. Like, I mean, was it? Like, we wouldn't have been aware of it. Like, where would we have seen it? Like,
That's
unless it was on
what,
television.
yeah, just ads. But I can't even remember seeing an ad.
I remember, as you said, I remember going to see the second one, the Home Alone 2. I think.
Yeah, it was much bigger. Yeah.
Saw the cool look.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, but what we saw, we're getting to the stage like where we're defining what Christmas movies mean for us, like how we define the Christmas movie.
Oh, here he is with his philosophies.
What is a Christmas movie? Yeah.
And like people like will say like there's a lot of like films that are on at Christmas and we watch them a lot, but it doesn't necessarily. And the weird thing is, it does feel like a Christmas movie because it's in your. You're just so used to watching it. For example, I remember watching E.T. a lot at Christmas time.
E.T.'s always on Christmas time.
Star Wars,
Back to the Future,
Indiana Jones.
Wizard of Oz is always on
Wizard
Christmas.
of Oz.
Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur was a 4-hour movie. It's always on.
Yeah, you're right.
They showed the James Bond movies.
Oh, the Bond films, Jesus, yeah.
Superman.
Superman. It's always shown at Christmas time. Actually, funny enough, I remember years ago, I was like, before the big stations, I like to call it.
Oh yeah.
You used to have like Star Wars on BBC. Always used to show it.
I thought it was ITV.
Yeah.
No, ITV. I think.
Are you sure?
ITV. ITV it was.
Okay, it was maybe ITV.
Yeah,
yeah.
ITV would always show Star Wars or a Bond.
BBC
But I remember
Back
RTE used to always get the film, not the great. We're never given the great films. They were given like films that came out like a couple of years way behind.
Well, sometimes they would. I mean, yeah.
No, but nowadays they have it on an hour before they have it on BBC, and now they're very kind of.
Actually, Jurassic Park's another film that comes out. It's always seems to be on Christmas.
No.
I've never seen it around Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has. I personally. Jaws is beyond on Christmas.
Jaws.
No,
Yeah.
Sing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain.
Casablanca.
Yeah, a lot of the old school movies. Yeah.
But like, actually, here's a good one. Terrifier. Terrifier 1, 2, and 3 are Christmas films. Have you seen them?
Well, technically, I mean, if you want, you know.
You said Bad Santa then is.
Oh, Bad Santa's 100% a Christmas
Bad
film.
Santa's what you call an alternative Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, she calls it right.
And
yeah.
Krampus.
Krampus, yes.
We saw it in the cinema.
No, I saw that. I saw that with you.
Sure.
I
I
didn't
saw
see
that
it
with you.
in the yeah, but I did see
Oh,
it,
we
yeah.
saw that shit one, the remake.
Oh, Black Christmas.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, the original Black Christmas. There's a good alternative Christmas movie.
And that one with what do you call it? They're all out on the Seth Rogen and
Office Christmas Party.
no, that was the no, it wasn't. That was Christmas Party was the one with Jason Bateman. The other one was what's it called? The Night Before.
Oh
yeah.
I vaguely
Yeah.
don't
Joseph
remember much of that.
Gordon-Levitt,
Yeah.
was he in that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I vaguely
And
remember that.
the man, the Captain America.
Oh, Chris Evans.
No, the other.
Oh, actually, I do remember that.
Oh,
I saw that in the cinema.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
That was good, actually.
I mean, they're kind of reinventing or evolving Christmas movies, like these days. I mean, it used to be like.
But are they evolving Christmas movies? Like, and this is what I'd say.
Oh, jeez.
Well, see, I noticed it. I noticed the
No,
other
I
day.
don't know to hear this.
No, so I noticed the other day. Paul noticed the same. It's like the likes of Rambo I seen on Instagram, like because it has a Rambo First Blood has a Christmas tree in the
Background.
background. The
Awesome
scene, like,
things.
But-
Rambo's a Christmas not.
But my point is, it's someone's Christmas movie. So
No,
what,
it's not.
No, the point is, if it reminds you of like almost like a happy time or redemption, or kind of like brings out kind of like the
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone.
or Fatherly Instincts or something like that, or they like it reminds you of like a happy ending or
No, it
redemption or something like. I mean, like say so we can all say like Christmas has been a happy time for us within reason. I don't know you're struggling at the moment, but for most of us, like Christmas is a great time. You know, kids and family, and it's always a good time to get around. It's almost like the highlight of the year in some ways. Like, so like all the movies that we watch at Christmas time, we associate with them with good, fun, times. Like, so that's a good thing. Like, but what actually is the defining Christmas movie? Is it just because we watch at Christmas, or because it has a Christmas association with it? Like.
Well, this is here's where I think what defines a Christmas movie. It isn't simply just a movie that takes place at Christmas. You can't simply just say, "Oh, it takes place at Christmas." Christmas has to be worked into the plot.
That's
I
good,
think,
yeah,
for
that's a good
Christmas.
answer.
Yeah. That's what I was saying about the whole Rambo thing. There's a Christmas tree in the background, but where does Christmas fall into
Yeah, exactly.
the actual plot?
Yeah.
So a movie like obviously Die Hard, you could argue that because in the film, John McClane is going to his wife's Christmas office party.
Christmas Eve.
Yes, and the reason, and this is something that's been theorized by a few people, the reason Hans and his group show up to take the place hostage because they realize office Christmas party gonna be less security, gonna give us more of it. So in a way, Christmas does play a part in the film's narrative.
Yes,
you
but
know.
I think the movie came out in July. In the cinema.
Well,
But this is your robot brain. Like this is your robot brain.
That leads me to my next thing about that. What I think is different about Die Hard is, it wasn't released at Christmas time. It was released in the summer.
Yeah.
So unlike other Christmas movies, you can watch it other times of the year.
Yeah.
I know some people, they have a routine. They watch it every Christmas.
Yeah.
It is. But you can watch it any time.
It's
through
an
the year.
alternative Christmas movie.
Yeah, you can watch it.
But does it have the Christian symbolism in a way, like the rebirth, the rejuvenate, like the redemption and stuff like that, the hero, Jesus struggle, and then you come out, you struggle and you fight for what you believe in, and then you come out, better on the other side, like in a sense. I was like a lot of it, like say for example, Elf, like. I only watch with the kids. I watch the retro drive-in movies.
Very rewatchable film as well.
Yeah, but it seems to stick to a narrative of like someone with great skills and kind of comes from sheltered life and it breaks out the hero's journey and kind of goes to a new foreign land and it's like no one really likes him, but he doesn't see all that in his own soul. Like, he's just very happy and innocent and everyone kind of falls in love with him in a way, like and then it's like his father reconnects with him and he redeems himself, becomes useful. He has the skill, like excuse me. He writes the book. And writes the book, the Elf book, and he saves his family, his business and stuff like that. Like, so he becomes useless through his struggles, like where before he was just innocent and kind of almost like a child, but then he's redeemed and his rite of passage was like that struggle.
And funny enough, go back to another Christmas movie, go back to the 80s now. A film that Elf has a lot in common with Santa Claus the movie.
That was my first film in the cinema.
Oh, I remember you said that before.
Yeah.
Dudley Moore, same kind of
John Lithgow.
Same kind of plot. Dudley Moore plays the elf who leaves the North Pole to go to New York. But in that plot, he has to stop this evil toy manufacturer played by John Lithgow. But it is kind of that kind of hero's journey, adventure story. It is. He's stepping out of his comfort zone and he's going to the big city. And I think Elf probably. I'm sure it took a lot of influence from Santa Claus the movie.
They all seem to have the symbolism and the kind of mythology and the structure to it. Like this is what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying there, but we're trying to understand it ourselves because I've noticed this more like, especially this Christmas when the kids are a bit older and stuff like that. They're getting older, and I want to see this. I want them to experience Christmas like I experienced the last couple of years. All through my lifetime and stuff like that. And trying to hold on to those traditional Christmas values of what makes Christmas Christmas. Because I remember my mum saying to me years ago, "Oh, Ben-Hur, that movie's always on the Christmas." I used to love that as a, when
Easter.
So it was always on Christmas when she was young, and she always said, like, I could sit down and watch that for years. It's a great movie because at the time, like, my mom's like in her 60s now, so I was like, when she was a kid, that was a movie. Well, that was the biggest grossing movie of all time back when they were really young. So it's a real gift. It's a real treat at Christmas, like. Yeah. So it's like it's just. I'm noticing now. I want my kids to experience the same Christmas I have. So I'm trying to get the structure and say, like, just build a structure going forward for my next 20, 10, 5 years or whatever. My fortune, and say, what do I say to my kids? Like, these are Christmas movies. This is the fun stuff. You watch this movie, like. It's kind of defining that as a way, because we get older, like John McClane, right? He's an old guy. He's a cop. He's a man in his 40s. His kids, like, if she hits the fan, we're the ones at this sharp end of the stick, like now.
We have to be John McClane.
This is the thing, like, and we, within the kind of almost in the kind of metaphorical way, like, we have to get the presents. Like, we buy the presents, we bring them home. We don't get presents necessarily. Like, it's not about us. It's about the kids and about the traditions of keeping the tradition of values for the younger people. Like, and then anyone that needs, like, they say in the Christmas movie, what you say, what was it? With John Disco, Santa Claus. The orphan is there, like, and the orphan is like, he's a good guy, he's a good orphan.
I remember that.
The orphan, and he's a good orphan. He's a good candy. And he does the right things, even though bad things happen to him. Like, and he kind of gets the candy, and he goes, good things happen in the future. So, but this is the kind of
course.
Another one actually would be Gremlins. And again, it's like Billy wants to get out early. Is a really, really tough boss and all that. Remember that? First, a lot of it's like a lot of Christmas after that. Like, it's just mentioned.
And of course, Gizmo was given to him as a present.
I know, Christmas present. That's one, and that's like.
And he's giving
little did he know what he would turn out to be.
But he's giving him the rule. He's giving him the rule.
First time originally did that.
No, I think that was actually a summer release, but it's been because of the Christmas setting, like Die Hard. It was released during the summer, but it's been heavily associated.
That's another rewatchable film, and it has Corey Feldman in it as well.
Yes, Corey Feldman was his first film.
Well, Die Hard.
No, Gremlins. Speaking of Corey Feldman, sorry, just going a little bit off topic. Did anyone see the Instagram post of the original Stand By Me cast?
Oh no!
Yeah, that was cool actually. Yeah, they got out. They did a live feed and all that. Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Sorry, let's go back to Christmas movies.
Yes, we do.
But you're the fucking Grinch today. You're the Grinch.
No,
you're the Grinch.
Well, no, hang on, Ferris. I like them up as Susan Carol.
Oh, that's a really good one.
But here's the thing. But this one, he said. Michael Caine said he would play it straight, like as in, whereas if in another movie everyone would be like all silly, but he would have played straight as you would normally play.
And that's something that always really surprised me about that. It really shows his dedication. It's like I'm acting along. We're most like co-stars or puppets.
Yeah, but you treat him as
he never winks at the audience. No. That's a really good film. Yeah.
And Scrooge, another one. Remember seeing that like.
Yeah, well, we could do an entire special just on Christmas Carol. There's so many adaptations. One of the first versions of Christmas Carol I remember seeing wasn't a movie now, interesting enough. It was originally a half-an-hour short, which used famous Disney characters. Do you remember that one?
Mickey's Christmas Carol?
It had Scrooge McDuck was Scrooge.
Oh, no, I do remember that.
Mickey Mouse was Bob Cratchit.
I remember seeing that when you were really young.
Goofy was Jacob Marley. And that's one I've always really liked. It's only half an hour, but it gets the entire story in just half an hour. It does it really well.
Yeah. Actually, Richard Donner directed
Scrooge.
Scrooge, with Bill Murray and Karen Allen, who was in the Indiana Jones.
Which is an interesting one. Actually, Scrooge is an interesting because it basically I mean, the setting is different. Obviously,
Yeah.
instead of Victorian London, it's
It's,
it's Uppie's era,
Manhattan.
Uppie era New York.
Yeah. In
And
19
Scrooge was basically Scrooge was basically like Gordon Gekko.
Yeah.
That's basically
Yeah.
the premise. Yeah.
Another film which is not a Christmas film, but always seems to be Christmas is Groundhog Day. Do you notice that?
No.
No, I see that a lot.
February 2nd. It's always on February 2nd.
Are you,
Oh really?
you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the snow in it when he kind of when he
Ah, no.
Early on in the film.
Yeah.
yeah, but when he wakes up and it kind of and he, maybe it's not Christmas now, but it's like when he's redeemed and he goes through his redemption and he's like he finally kind of gets to the other side like of like you know what I mean, a good character like.
Which is kind of a Christmas theme. I mean, interesting enough, Groundhog Day does share a lot of similarities with obviously one of the most famous Christmas movies of all time, It's a Wonderful Life. You know, it kind of does have
And actually,
vibes of it.
that one where you doesn't actually for the first half the movie it's still in real time. It doesn't actually go. He doesn't actually go to his alternative life for
Oh yeah, it takes ages.
Most of them,
I
it takes
forget that,
ages for
it
it
does,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's mainly grounded in reality. It doesn't. Clarence doesn't show up.
Yeah,
for it.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Wonderful Life is actually a very interesting one because it's funny. People always talk about that film as being it's one of the great feel-good films.
Yeah. But it didn't start off.
The tone is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was watching it last year when it was on Christmas time.
Yeah.
But even then, well, yeah. I mean, obviously you have the scene where the main character tries to commit suicide. But even the ending scene, well, it's a happy ending. He's reunited with his family. He gets all the money.
The angel gets his wings.
There's still corruption. There's still corruption in the town, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once you kind of get past that, I mean, yeah, it's a happy ending. But you have the character, Mr. Potter is his name, the boss.
Don't know.
That was, I think, his boss, and he's the real. He's still running the place. I mean.
Yeah.
But this is what I say: is it the symbol, Christian symbolism? It's the Christian arc, like where Jesus goes, takes on the suffering, but he's rewarded by going to heaven or whatever. It's like,
Yeah, and obviously that's what
But that just shows that it's like to take on this is the arc, like it's like
that's Clarence's arc in It's a Wonderful Life. He's here to help George Bailey, so he'll get his wings.
Yeah. But is all those movies not symbolic? They're supposed to teach us a lesson like that. They're lessons like in
They're morality tales.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one day about 25 years ago with Nicolas Cage, where it was kind of based on It's a Wonderful Life? It's called The Family Man. It was set in like New York, where he they brought him back to like they changed, so he married his high school girlfriend, and he wakes up and they have the kids. So it's kind of the
opposite. Is that where he hits the baseball? It's like the baseball.
I'm not too no, he's not a. But
similar thing, yeah. If he had a choice of going back in college and he hit the baseball and he knocked it out of the park, versus if he missed it, like what his life would look in eternal dimensions and stuff like that. And there's one of the guys, I don't know if it was Nicolas Cage or was it one of the guys seen years ago, but he noticed because he hit the baseball bat, he became the CEO of a big company, drove a Porsche and a big.
I know the film you're talking about. Frequency with Dennis Quaid. Very good film.
Yeah, is that
very good film. Very underrated.
That's totally
film.
not a Christmas movie.
That's not a Christmas, but that's a very good film.
But it's like if you make the
he starts Yahoo. That's it. He's the founder of Yahoo.
Yeah,
or he puts investments into Yahoo.
Some talks on the phone. No, it's not some. No, it's different. It's an older actor. It's like. I don't think it's a free, but some like that, yeah. But it's also because when it pops in my head now, some fella was like talking to a kid on the phone, and he goes invest in Yahoo and stuff like that. Like it's go back at time thing.
No, I know who the two actors were. It was Dennis Quaid and the guy who played
Jim
Jesus.
Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel played Jesus.
Yeah.
They're talking to each other. They don't
Jim
really.
Caviezel, says to the kid like invest in fucking in Yahoo and stuff.
But
like
they
that.
don't realise they're in different time periods.
Yeah.
It takes them ages.
But that's not the movie I'm talking about. It's an older movie. It's like the actor was he was, I forget the name of the actor now, but it was much older than that, but like similar thing. It was like literally if things happened, like your life would be alternative and stuff like that. But yeah.
Alright, okay.
Another film which I have memories of is Pinocchio. The original Pinocchio. For some reason, watching it at Christmas time in my nana's house.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, Disney movies would be on a lot.
Yeah.
Like I see.
That's not a Christmas film, but I do have memories of it.
Yeah, I mean, I see Pixar movies on all the time. Actually, I remember last Christmas.
Jingle All the Way, another word.
Jingle All the Way.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's good. Last Action Hero wasn't. It came out summertime, not Christmas.
That was a summer film. That doesn't have a Christmas end though.
What was the one we went to see in the cinema with Sean there last year, and it was like Santa was he ended up batching a lot of soldiers and all like that was like Christmas.
Silent Night.
Silent Night, yeah.
That was class.
The guy from Stranger
That
Things.
was
That was really good.
Yeah, it's that like it's so fun like because like Santa because like you take Santa's like it's just a guy that's like struggling with the load of responsibility of having to like deliver all the presents and all this kind of stuff, and he's kind of like just pissed off at life and he's thrown into a situation where he's like.
It's basically like John McClane.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Santa is John McClane.
Yeah. That'd be like. But is this the thing? Like, because I know we're all tired, and I know we're all like, you know, some of us are like, you know, life can be shit sometimes, and we get to that, you know, right. But this is the responsibility of just keeping the system going, like, keeping, you know, within reason, like, you know, of like sharing your load, sharing your burden, which is like. You know, if you have to get presents, you have to fucking get presents. You have to fucking kill baddies or something. Have to get presents.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like that's responsibility is of midlife is what it's about, isn't it? That's just the way it works. Like,
has anyone seen? I was talking about this and about Surviving Christmas, the one with Ben Affleck and then
Reese Witherspoon, isn't it?
No, with Christine Applegate.
Oh, Christine Applegate.
That was it. That was that. But yeah, no, that was.
It though.
I thought what.
I know of it.
No, that's a funny one. That's funny. I mean, there are some good I mean, the common dialogue between the two of them was just he wants to stay in the house, but your man is like no. But then he says, well, "I'll pay you $250,000." He says, "Welcome to the family, son."
Well, I mean, I was thinking Christmas Vacation. That's
conventional.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean that's a film I know people will say is they get older, they love that film more because they relate more to characters. They understand.
And then
the brother-in-law has a dick and all.
Brother, and he ties up, he kidnaps the boss.
Yeah,
and of course there's probably the most famous scene in the film is famous rant at the dinner table.
Yeah,
he just throws in as many swear words as he possibly can. He goes in the epic ultimate rant.
Yeah. That was part of a trilogy, though, I think, or something.
There was Vacation, European Vacation, and then of course Christmas Vacation.
Some of the jokes in it. I know people say it's dated, but I laugh at.
Funny.
Trading Places, would that be Christmas?
I was thinking that. Love the movie. I think
it's set at the beginning. It is set, but then it goes on to New Year's, so.
But the final, this is a guy came in the office today and he was printing off these posters and I said, well, it was like Trading Places, like, and I was like, what's that? That's that Christmas movie.
But first, I've always seen it played. They've always put it on a BBC One, and then at 12 o'clock at night on Christmas Day.
But the final action in the movie happens on Christmas Eve, like.
New Year's Eve.
But it starts off. What happens is, because obviously the plot is Dan Aykroyd, this big billionaire, loses money. And of course, there's the famous scene when he's at rock bottom in a Santa outfit, and he just has a complete meltdown in the middle of the street.
And the dog pees on him.
And then the gun when he goes to shoot him, the gun will go off.
But it's like, why is it Christmas movies? Because like he deems himself because it's like when I was looking at ChatGPT, it said greed and generosity, like. But it's like you have to like this is the transformation of like Christmas time and. You know, because you're all supposed to, because even in some movies like The Elf, like the dad works and he's pissed off at work and he doesn't, it's all work and there's no family. But sometimes you have to put it all aside and it's like about Christmas and it's about family. And I think that's what defines a good Christmas or what you define if you have a great Christmas. That it's not all about work, it goes back about family.
And of course that goes back to A Christmas Carol. That's what happens with Scrooge. He's visited by the three ghosts and he realises, you know, he realises how greedy he is and how
there's one
he changes the ways.
But he's almost he's like he's forced to do that in a way. Like, but that's in a sense like is that what we should do to ourselves or friends and kind of say like or what is that what the movies put a mirror on yourself. You're supposed to like as you say it's a moral conundrum and stuff like that. The movie's supposed to put a mirror on yourself and you question yourself. It's your own personal responsibility for who you want to be in that sense. So like. Like would Rambo be like is Rambo's
stop.
Is it's Home Alone, but
But I always thought there was a version of Scrooge. I think Scrooge with Albert Finney back in the 1970s. Where they actually, but they actually go. You know how some people or some versions the end of the graveyard and then he wakes up. Whereas actually this one he actually goes down to hell. It's covered in chains. And then, it's covered in chains, and it's like boiling hot weather. It's like get it.
It's basically hell.
It's hell. So it's boiling. He's coming in, but then there's a bit of a drum beat, and then he kind of wakes up and he's all happy. And then he sings songs. Scrooge with Albert Finney,
Albert Finney.
1970.
1970, okay.
Yeah.
But some Bill Murray used to have another one, Scrooge, isn't that?
Scrooge. We talked about that earlier on.
There was way too many versions of Christmas Carol. That's it. It's countless.
I mean, it must be hard to make a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? Because you have to find the right time to make it, and then obviously you can't have open until November.
But this is what I'm worried about, and it's not an existential worry, but going forward, like with streaming services and all this kind of stuff, and different people being directors and different values, not shared values. Well, will they change the narrative? Will there? Because say for example, I know some people don't have Christmas trees up, or there's not a lot of Christmas stuff. Like where you look at, I think there's pictures of certain countries with different
Religions.
I mean, so. Who controls that narrative? Like, Hollywood was always good at controlling narratives, saying that, like you Elf in different movies, and you have Die Hard, and you have all these different, Home Alone. You always at Christmas, and that's the narrative. Like,
there's been no good Christmas actually films in the cinema. There's only one out at the moment called Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is a remake.
Oh yeah, the one about the killer in the Santa outfit. Yeah, that was a movie from the 80s.
Yeah. And don't say Wicked. Wicked's not a Christmas film.
Stop that.
So what's I mean. Should we, should we be talking about more? We want more Christmas movies. Like, what is a Christmas movie to us? Like,
the hands Ow! Stop it!
So my point is like,
Paul made a good point. It has to be like what makes a Christmas film is the plot line and basically.
Well, actually,
Christmas revolves around.
But the first Santa Claus movie. It kind of it starts like Christmas Eve, and then the guy falls off the roof, he gets the car, and he says he has to take on the responsibility, doesn't know. But then the first half an hour of the movie, it's set through the year. Yeah. It's not
what's this one?
The Santa Claus, Tim Allen, the first one. And every movie has a kind of theme. So the second one, he has to find a wife, and then the third one, if he wants to quit his job, there's an actual escape clause.
Oh yeah. That was the name of the third movie.
Yeah. And actually, Barton Short was in that one. He played Jack Frost.
Jack Frost. That's it.
Jeez, Jack Frost is another fucking Christmas film.
Yeah, well, it's not really.
Michael Keaton.
And the Snowman.
Michael Keaton is resurrected as a snowman.
Yeah. Is it really a Christmas movie?
Well, I think it's around Christmas.
The Snowman.
Actually, there you go. The original the Snowman film.
Of course,
Walking in the air.
Walking in the air.
Probably one of the saddest.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, the ending.
I remember seeing that when I was younger. It's like it doesn't hit you. It didn't hit as hard as the older you get. Like when I saw it when I was younger, it was like, oh yeah, it's grand. Like yeah. And then now it's like he's his best friend. He died.
Yeah.
But this is like where.
And then you wonder as well. So you wonder in that Snowman film. Did you imagine it all?
I've heard people theorise that, so who knows?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good theory. That reminds me of I just got me a thought of a Michael Fassbender movie called Snowman, but it's obviously nothing to do.
No, that's killer, is it?
The serial killer. Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, it's not a Halloween.
I was thinking that
Halloween or Christmas movie.
That could technically classify as both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because even the first 20 to 30 minutes, there's nothing to do with Christmas. It's all Halloween focused.
Well, it's the end of Halloween.
They've had their big celebration.
And even that movie he kind of has a redemption arc. He's kind of, you know what I mean. He's kind of changing his ways.
Well, he's kind of.
He gives all the presents.
I always felt with The Night Before Christmas, Jack was kind of going through like a midlife crisis. He didn't know what he wanted to do. He got tired of being the Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
And then he discovers Christmas Town. He wants to be Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But then things go pear-shaped, and he realizes, well, maybe I should be the Pumpkin King. Maybe that's what I was put here to do. You know. He has a big song and sequence. He goes, he's preparing for next Halloween already.
That was a good one. And then obviously the other one, the Grinch. How the Grinch So Christopher he is.
There's loads of versions of the Grinch actually. I mean,
the Jim Carrey one was not.
They covered which had an animated version.
There was a TV special narrated by Boris Karloff, the Frankenstein monster.
Wait.
Yeah, the one from the 60s, he narrated.
I know it.
Yeah.
Well, I knew there was that's why they made it a live action version. And actually, apparently they brought CIA operatives in for Jim Carrey because the whole makeup process took about 11 hours each day.
I remember actually when
Yeah.
that film came out. I remember the hype behind it.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
wouldn't show Jim Carrey at all. And so I
Yeah.
remember seeing posters in the cinema.
Yeah.
It was just the Grinch's hand.
Yeah,
holding the
yeah,
Christmas
exactly.
decoration,
But
that's
obviously,
it.
this whole thing would be, you don't want to be spoiling the whole thing.
I mean, with the internet today, everyone would know what he
Yeah,
looks like.
yeah,
but
yeah.
the
Even the
build-up
teaser
is-
trailers, you don't see, you kind of see a bit of them at the end
Of
until,
course, yeah,
until
yeah. The build-up to see
Yeah.
yeah.
and Anthony Hopkins, I think he narrated that one.
Oh, he did.
He
Yeah,
did,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
he did.
And who else?
But you see, we always, I know what I always find funny now. Like I'm not having a midlife crisis, a midlife crisis.
You are having a midlife
No,
crisis.
but I always see movies different now. When like movies I watched as a kid, like when I
Yeah.
watch them now, I see them differently.
Of course, yeah.
It's just
Different how?
different. Like say for example, I see someone die or get murdered or get tortured. I'm like,
Okay, very morbid.
you know, when a kid, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. You know, like you just don't see that. Like you feel
I know,
like
yeah.
now you just feel it because it's like you know.
Yeah.
We're all going. I meant they more. We're all gonna croak one day. How you die is like debatable,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's just a bit more real. Like, it's not. I'm not as innocent as it was a kid watching the thing now. Like,
And you start to see things feel more cynical. You do. Yeah.
this is the thing where you I find fascinating when you watch Forrest Gump and because say when the Forrest at the end when you get this is your kid Forrest, you're like. She shagged around. That's not his kid. Like
That's a topic for another discussion.
Well, that's a big discussion of Forrest Gump. Yeah.
But it's like, we watched, but Home Alone is like, now I'm like, jeez, that kid could have got killed by them robbers, like, and stuff like that. And then when you watch the movie
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
when you watch the
How
movie now, you're always saying, like, how did Kevin's dad afford that house? Like,
and,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
then plan to pay for a trip to Paris.
Yeah.
With them in first class,
Yeah. What did he do as a job, like,
But apparently
Yeah.
there was something about the ticket
Was
was.
in the bin, wasn't
I
it?
No,
heard-
the ticket was in the bin. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the.
I actually only heard that the other night.
Yeah,
I came
yeah.
across that randomly.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's why I didn't realise it.
yeah. But it's not. It's not AI though. It's just something now where someone kind of seen the loophole. Or was like, oh, was it not? Why is it coming to
Or maybe it looks better in HD.
Yeah. Do you know what actually Die Hard was always got me fascinated? There was this Facebook post probably a couple of years ago, and it says the Nagasaki building is on fire or something like.
Oh, I've
And
seen
it's-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then every day I keep remembering people saying it's Die Hard a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's almost like that moment.
And
Like,
there's one meme I see get shared around every Christmas. It's the famous scene from Die Hard, the Hans Gruber fall, and see people saying it's not Christmas time until I see Hans Gruber
yeah,
fall.
I love that. That's what marketing genius like just promoting the movie. Like it's like it gets
What a
people-
villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic villain. Yeah. There was another one I was thinking of. There's surprisingly a lot of Christmas-themed horror films. You
There
know,
is actually, yeah.
Go back to the original Black Christmas, which came out in the 70s. There was oh yeah, I mean obviously you could count Gremlins as a
Yeah,
horror movie
100%,
and as a
yeah.
Christmas movie.
Black comedy horror, yeah.
Yeah, black comedy horror. Silent Night, Deadly Night, which was actually a hugely controversial film at the time because of the killer dressed up as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
People.
Actually, there is Harold and Kumar. They did a Christmas movie and it was actually in 3D.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I only know the original one. They go to White Castle.
Well, there's three.
I love it.
There's Guantanamo Bay as well. There's
Oh
second-
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And now this one, but it's a bit raunchy and R-rated kind of, but,
typical,
but,
yeah.
but no, there was some funny bits in there, and obviously they extended Neil Patrick Harris's character, I think, in this
Oh,
one.
right, yeah, he's in it more.
He's in all three of them. He has kind of he's a bit more, and there's the kind of thing, the rockets and stuff like that at the end, and then it kind of the same old message, Joe. The father-in-law is not really keen, but then he kind of forgives him in the end, Yeah.
So should we worry about the next 10 years, next 20 years, like Christmas movies? Do we still feel they will be made? Or
Of course they're going to be made, they'll be done differently.
It will. Yeah.
It'll be different.
What way? Like,
Different as in, years ago you'd be able to do a Christmas film and basically get away with everything, and now you have to, because of, I'm not going to just,
Political correctness.
political correctness.
Yeah.
And then, to be honest with you, then the Christmas movie will suffer. To a point.
what, paint the picture for me, like if you could, like what it would suffer in what way, like. I mean, how, like if you take, say for example, Elves the Children's movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Family film.
family.
Like, there'll be a lot of
film.
there'll be a lot, like, suffers in, there'll be too much diversity into the film, too much kind of, we can't, like, just too much, basically, This is regarding like serious film and comedy film. Well, the comedy film, you forget about the you won't get a good funny Christmas film, I don't think, in the next while.
Was that what we had? Because this is always the weird conversation we had at the start of the podcast, the first couple of episodes, is society, movies gone too woke and stuff like that, too PC.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
What about Happy Gilmore when it came out that time, like the Happy Gilmore 2, like...
The sequel.
The 2, I gave up after 10 minutes.
Did you find it was a bit...
I didn't even watch it, I didn't even...
I gave up after 10 minutes, that was
There's
awful.
too many cameos.
It was too cameos.
Well, that's what I heard. They basically just repeated. Like apparently, there's a scene. I know there's a scene with Eminem.
Yeah, he plays the son of one of the guys.
It copies the Bob Barker cameo scene from the first film.
Yeah.
And it's basically just rips off the.
Yeah, he's the guy heckling Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
but he's the son of your man in the first one.
There's stuff thrown in there for. There's other stuff that's just thrown in there for nostalgia. There's no other real.
Jerry Seinfeld came out with a Christmas film on Netflix last year, and I can't remember about the serial. Remember that? Was that Christmas?
Yeah, Unfrosted. I don't know if that was a Christmas film though. I mean,
Look about Christmas time.
Probably came out around Christmas time. Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter came out with a Christmas special, holiday special as well.
Of course she did.
Sure, loads of famous people. Sure, didn't Bill Murray have a Christmas special a few years ago? That he did for Netflix.
Yeah.
It's a popular thing with lots of singers, as you mentioned, Sabrina Carpenter and
Yeah.
loads of others.
Yeah, they'll just be very different, Austin, unless things change. Well,
But do you think that's because like we're getting less, spirit Christian or something?
no,
like
it's
that?
with the right.
The right, but is it less?
Let's do the right.
Traditional values like Christmas trees and the birth of Jesus and all that kind of that's kind of
Probably steering away from that now.
yeah. That's my question. Is because we've lost those values. Some people have lost those values. The different generations. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I mean, I think if your parents pass them down to you, you'll still celebrate them. Like I'm not a religious person in the slightest, but I celebrate. I do love the whole tradition of Christmas.
Yeah, I always will. Yeah.
But you do you go to mass on Christmas Day?
No, I don't. No.
No, neither do I.
Would you have got to mass
When I was younger.
Well, when I was younger, I did.
Yeah, when I was younger, I went to Christmas, but never. But that stopped like maybe.
Actually, Christmas Eve mass used to do.
Yeah,
More
yeah,
than
so
Christmas
did I,
Day.
yeah.
that stopped like when maybe a teenager. So I'm not going to mass. Don't believe it. And the parents are like, oh, okay. Don't
I stopped when I go on mass when I was 10.
Most of us all did, like in a sense. But I mean, because this is questions I get a bit older. I'm like, am I, should I go to mass? Should I bring my kids to mass? Should I celebrate like Christmas Eve mass and stuff like that? Like,
That should be their choice as well.
of course, or should I? I'm saving them, like the hassle of like not going to Christmas. I mean, I've got different things like book. I mean, like the question is like, what defines Christmas? Maybe what defines Christmas? Is it just a Christmas tree, or and a present given, and the kind of movies and the celebration and the service, or is it? Do you have to incorporate the Christmas, the Jesus and the birth of Jesus and all the kind of major stuff like?
What's the Christmas 24-hour channel? The lifetime of every
Oh
Christmas.
my God!
They have
those
every
things.
single life. They must make them.
And it probably has all those kind of made for
TV movies.
That's what you're saying. The Hallmark channel.
Yeah,
The Hallmark
Hallmark
channel.
Yeah.
Actually, Instagram take the piss out of the Hallmark channel.
Oh my God! They're very easy to take the piss out of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the very funny what you were mentioning, the loop. Did you ever hear about that story about the Christmas Story?
No.
So when the Christmas Story came out, another great Christmas movie. When that came out, I think in 1983 it was. It was a modest success. It was it was well received. It did okay. It didn't really become a Christmas classic until a few years, many years later. What happened was, I always thought this was a bizarre story. TNT, the famous American TV network, they would show the film on a constant loop.
Yeah.
As if it was the only Christmas movie that's out there, and it built up this.
From like the 24th of November to the.
Oh yeah, they would just show a Christmas Story,
Yeah.
and so it basically, I think it's because of that. That's where it became a Christmas classic. So yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life as well, isn't it? Like that was when it first came out. Wasn't people were a bit cynical of it? Like then then it just came in a classical like. Because some like it was on the TV shows, stations, and they kind of.
Well, I think as well, It's a Wonderful Life it did start to get more popular after because it came out in 1946, which is a year after World War II ended. So I think after that there was a bit more optimism. There was now that the war ended, people were going back to it, and obviously with the invention of television a few years later, and then with it being shown, and then as years go on, with being shown reruns.
This is a good point. What was life like before TVs and stuff like radio? What was Christmas like? Was it the songs were all there? Was all around like Christmas songs? You know.
Oh, they made the Christmas songs on the radio when I was younger, going to banding as well. I have memories of it, like every fucking minute.
But before TV, like that was the cultural.
Go back to the
anchor,
30s, yeah.
Yeah, that was the cultural anchor. Was the songs? It was the Christmas parties, the Christmas tree, the songs, and then obviously TV brought a whole new anchor for Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, what would be the anchor for our kids and? Yeah.
And I think one of the advantages, like back then, is like there was no social media.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like there was no social media, so and then everyone kind of got along, and there was no arguments about films.
But they never always get along. It's like you bring your brother over here, fucking.
Well, actually, no, don't be like that.
This is the classic, like Lampoon's National.
That's a Christmasification.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very believable film in that sense.
Do-
Yeah.
do-
Or what was the TV show with your one Dave and
Dave.
no, what's it? It's the fellow with the glasses and the bit John Beard, and it was Jim. It was a TV show on BBC One, and it's
Who's in it?
it was the
Oh, Jesus.
it's the BBC One TV show. And it was really fair. They had Nana in it and all, like
Oh, Royal Family.
Royal Family.
Oh,
yeah.
Royal Family. Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
Royal
of course.
Family.
Yeah.
Something at one show which I never really got into.
Oh, really?
No, but
No.
The Christmas episodes are very good because
Yeah.
they were very relatable. They were all just kind of.
But then again, like, sorry, I know we're mentioning about like Christmas movies, but even Christmas TV, like, like the amount of
Oh, well, I was thinking of the Christmas TV.
the amount of TV shows that did Christmas specials.
Yeah.
Because the Father Ted Christmas
And
special.
we're even going back like to like some others starting off with some others haven't had a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Uncles and Horses had a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Bottom Extras, The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas special, amazing.
Which is, I love watching that every Christmas. It's brilliant. And actually, the
Um,
Extras, the last ever episode of Extras is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
You seen it?
I don't think I did, no, but the Father Ted Christmas special
It's
is
fantastic.
comedy gold. Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It might be, I think, if you had to force me to pick the best episode of Father Ted, it'd be the Christmas special.
Wow.
If you had to force
Quick
me.
question: that Father Ted Christmas special, was that after season 2 or before?
I think it was in between season 2 and 3.
Season 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably when Father Ted reached its peak.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think it was. 3 is, sorry, we're going venture, mate. 3 is
Yeah,
still
yeah.
good, but
Yeah.
it just 3 lacks something, doesn't it, Paul?
No, I think there's some good episodes
Yeah.
in 3. I know the sheep episodes in season 3. That's
Sorry.
But this is the anchor, right? So it's music and now it's TV shows and it's now movies, like.
yeah.
So social media ever have an anchor for Christmas? And
I doubt it.
would we ever have like hashtags hashtags Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Well, that is.
like anchors, like would it be?
What you said you doubt? So you said you doubted there.
Well, at first I doubted it because I didn't know what you meant at first. Like, would there be a social media thing for it? But when you say, okay, I do think about that. Yeah, because at the beginning of December, there's all these funny recurring things like people argue Die Hard is a Christmas movie, or people point out. Oh, when you actually think about it, the characters in Love Actually are actually really horrible people. Stuff like that.
So there's a narrative that goes through like December and stuff like that, and then you're anchored to Christmas time.
Okay, when you make it like that, yeah, that's.
And actually, that was a Christmas movie. But
Love Actually.
And sometimes I feel as well, like back then as well, you kind of appreciated the films more because you didn't have a huge variety and you didn't have as many television stations.
Oh, you have streaming services,
And
yeah.
the movies didn't come out or from TV for like a long time. Even the Christmas movies, they come in December and they don't get released until November. Like that's like
So it's like a treat for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas now we're too spoilt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
No, but this is the thing. I think we've just changed. I just think we have such a good time. We've been, when I say spoiled, we've just had such a good time after the last 40 years. Like,
Yeah.
it's
and
like
it's different times.
It's different now. So
Yeah.
we've changed.
Yeah.
So what anchors us to Christmas? It's like a Christmas drinks. It's a grill for the lads, Christmas parties, different things. But when our kids and they watch the movies that we watch and stuff like that.
Turkey now.
Turkey and ham.
Yeah.
Mince pies.
Oh,
Mince
Brandy
pies.
butter.
Mince pies has always been the.
I'm well done on Nick for bringing the mince pies and all the food today. Like,
Yeah.
And the spring rolls.
I actually want to make a demand. I think mince pies should be mandatory all year, not just at Christmas.
They actually are.
No.
You can get them.
Yeah.
but very
not the
rare,
fancy
though.
ones, not the
Yeah.
the kind of
Not the real kind of
snowflakey kind of design.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
But then again, like, and so we're going to talk about Christmas, like, Do you know what? It's mad. Like years ago, when you heard about Santa Claus, it was like everyone's eyes lit up, and there was a man coming into the house and all that.
Yeah, but now you're the man coming into the house, and this is the question I said. The thing I was saying to you, Nick. I want you to have kids. I want you to have babies. I want you to have little Nicks and little Ciarans running around. So
Thanks, Austin.
women, get on these lads. I don't know where they're single. Like, come on, they have everything you need. Like,
Any single ladies out there?
they want to impregnate you and have little babies.
Okay, stop that. Stop it. Sorry.
We want to have little Ciaran and little Nicks running around. Like,
Sorry.
it's the truth. It's the
But
truth.
stop.
We want more families. We want to have a family.
Oh,
Austin, take it.
No filter.
We want to have family. We want to have little kids running around and like so we can keep the cycle going. You know.
Wow.
Austin.
Wow,
Behave
okay.
yourself.
I did not see that coming.
I did. I said you should. This is like 60-something episodes.
You know what? Like
67.
I know we're eventually into
6,
Christmas
7.
movies.
Isn't it
Remember the
6,
whole.
7?
Yes.
We go back to
that
stuff
thing.
with the excitement of Christmas Eve and the presents all under the tree.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
That's gone.
Yeah.
What, receiving or giving?
Having all the Christmas presents under
Under the tree.
And-
Now it's like people come into houses like with stuff wrapped up, Happy Christmas. Whereas before we had the tradition in Bandon, all the presents wrapped under the tree and have their name. Who's this for? And it was a great.
And pillowcases. We used to have pillowcases.
I would say you would have your best Christmas if you had little bambinos and you were giving them presents. You know?
I did all that with my nephew, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, but when they're your own kids, like you have
Okay,
your own
relax, Austin. Austin is getting a bit
I'm
too
just thinking
excited
about,
now.
I love having give me kids presents. It's a wonderful thing, like.
But why don't you give me a present then?
Because you're still at the stage where you're the one thing people to give you presents. No, you have to give people presents.
No. Here. This is sweet for you.
You know what? A hug is a present.
No. That's a lame excuse.
In other words, that's basically like saying I have no money.
Yeah.
So
And I owe you for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I'll drive you around, or I'll do your washing or something. I got a shops here or something like. It's like you can have some of my time, like 10 hours of my time, like.
Or if you're bad, you get lump of coal.
That's a myth.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one.
Well, actually, one of my sons.
One thing we never did years ago in my house, we never did the stocking thing, the whole tradition of the stockings. It was all just, present. You wake up in the morning time, your present be under the
Well,
tree.
hang on, there was still
That's what I found. Sorry, what were you saying?
They're not pillowcases, they're stocking.
No.
What? So
I think as eventually, maybe in the maybe mid 90s, the stocking came out occasionally, but it wasn't a thing in our house.
That's how I found out Santa was not Santa, it was my mum and dad. Because I had a Santa on the side of my bed, and my ma, I could see her coming in Christmas Eve, like I'm putting the present in the Santa sock, like I seen her when I was awake, and like, she didn't know I was awake, but that's when I found out, like Santa was.
Well, I should have copped on as soon as I said I heard someone down drinking the milk and the cookies and all that, and it was my dad. And I was young then, but to be honest with you, I found out in primary school.
Yeah.
I think it was fourth class actually.
I think we all found primary school.
Yeah.
I should have found out when I realised that. I should have realised when they wrote a note saying they couldn't get the stuff I wanted.
I remember
Actually,
that,
I'll tell you a funny story about that actually. I remember the days of I like to call it the authentic Santa in Arnott's. When you actually believe it was Santa Claus because he actually looked like Santa Claus. And I wanted wrestling figures.
Yeah.
So I asked him for Shawn Michaels and a few others, and I should have copped
The
on
Heartbreak
something.
Kids.
Something was up and your man said, I'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything. So I was like, you're Santa, you should promise fucking everything.
But I remember that happened with me as well. There was I think a board game I was looking for that they couldn't have.
And you got a note as well.
What's that?
Did you get a note as well?
No, but apparently there were stories though in the news. Even Santa was having trouble trying to get it and stuff like that.
Santa should be get anything. I mean,
Yeah, he's Santa. You think he would be able to?
You know what I like in the kids' movies when they watch it now, and they see Santa and he's real old and he's jaded and he's like, I'm sick of this. So, like, I'm worn out. I did get a present to every kid in the whole world. And
But they did that famously. There was a Christmas episode of Family Guy where Stewie goes to the North Pole because he wants to kill.
Yeah, I do remember
He
that.
wants to personally kill Santa for not giving him a present, and Santa says, "I'm so glad you're going to kill me." He wants to put on a mission. He says, because he said back then, the kids wanted basic toys, and they wanted, like a toy train set. Do you know how hard it is to build an iPod?
yeah, classic.
That's the well of the
That's
iPod.
not still going on, Family Guy, is it?
I don't know, but I think it might be.
Really?
think it was no, it was cancelled though. It was last.
We cancelled.
Well, famously it was cancelled, it was brought back due to
because
popularity.
Only recently, I don't know if it was cancelled. I heard someone.
No, I think
Still,
still.
I mean, Seth MacFarlane, aside from voicing the characters, he has nothing else to do with it. So like, he's off doing his other things. You know, he has other
Who
things.
did the produced the Naked Gun movie?
Yeah, he produced that, and he has a.
That's a film actually I haven't seen. I'm probably waiting for it to come on the old. Is that Sky?
No, I don't
It
know.
will be on Sky probably.
But he has his TV show
in-
Doorbell.
Yeah.
It got decent reviews, did it?
I thought I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it
Yeah,
again?
but it was kind of like in the old fashion. It was kind of similar to the old one.
Yeah, Santa's you know, you have
The
to.
Arnold, yeah, back then it was like tradition, like of going to see Santa Claus, and it was nice and all that. But it was, I'm talking about the Arnold Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Who would look not these guys with the kind of the beard, which isn't even fucking done properly. You know what I mean? Not like something you get in a Halloween shop, basically.
But here's the thing: you see that as an adult. Do you think the kid knows the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
The kid doesn't know
Yeah,
the difference. The kid
kids-
just sees Santa like.
That's it, yeah.
No, but that's the magic, you know, of Santa. Like for a kid, like they just say that's Santa. Or you tell them that's one of Santa's workers, and they're like, I can ask him and I get whatever. But when the kid just believes that's a magic kind of thing. Like it's.
What age are you when you actually found out Santa was real?
Probably 10 or 11.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
What? Sounds not real.
Well, actually, the story is there used to be a Saint Nicholas. Money.
Well,
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
There was a guy going around going.
Well, I am
to
saying-
Technically, there is.
Oh, actually, that reminds me of a movie called Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn and Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti plays Santa Claus.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
Vince Vaughn is his reckless brother.
Yeah, who lives in Manhattan. They all seem to live in Manhattan, New York. I mean,
Yeah, like Elf, Santa Claus,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, they're all.
yeah.
And even in Die Hard's John McClane, he's in LA, but he's originally from New York, so.
I remember Blackadder did a special, Christmas special.
Yeah.
Where it was just the reverse of the Christmas Carol. He was the goody
Yeah.
two-shoes, but then he saw all his ancestors were from the different series, and they were all bad, so he decided to turn bad in the end.
Yeah, I just thought that because I always love that line when he's saying that he's being his typical miserable self.
Yeah.
He's saying, "Oh, marriage is like a Christmas cracker, one bang and the novelty wears off."
Here's a question: Do you think Christmas is an American narrative that's brought out to like the rest of us like from years ago, or do you believe that because we're like Ireland, we've always believed in it, like we've always.
I think Ireland. No, I think Ireland it has its own individual setting for.
Yeah,
Because
America would
We
be slightly
do
different.
have kind of some of the Americanisms. You do see them.
But
a lot.
It's not,
Yeah.
see, we spent the whole night talking about most of American movies and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, yes, true, actually. Yeah.
Well, it's because that's I mean, and it's done us no harm, like because we've all had great Christmases for the most part.
Yeah.
Like,
Which is weird because
but-
Christmas isn't the big holiday in America. It's Thanksgiving is more big. It's the biggest
Yeah.
holiday in
Yeah,
America.
but-
And there's only one major film I can think of with Thanksgiving.
But
That's Plain
that's the
Trains
first. That's the first.
Actually, here's a good question for you. An Irish Christmas movie, like, is there such a thing?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I don't know, but this is the first time I heard like Thanksgiving is the big. Maybe I've heard it before, but
Yeah.
I've heard it more times this year than I have any other times.
It's because the Thanksgiving is more popular here now. It's because of the whole NFL. Because NFL has become more popular in the world, and they celebrate Thanksgiving. And with an NFL match on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, typically
That's how it all.
That's what you always hear
That's
about
founded
families in
on.
America doing that. They'll have their dinner, and then once they have their
Watch
dinner,
the
they'll
NFL.
watch the NFL. That's it. Yeah, it's the.
But I mean, so why isn't Christmas the number one? You know, the number one because this is what you say. They watered down, like say. Instead of people saying Merry Christmas, now it's Happy Holidays. Or,
Yeah,
I
well, that's
mean,
what they do in
Well,
America.
there's other holidays. I
but
mean,
that wasn't the thing like 10, 15 years ago. It was always Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
Like, and there was no one ever checked and said, well, Happy Holidays or something like that.
Yeah.
And these narratives are changing, is what I'm saying. Like, slowly, in through
Happy
social media,
Christmas,
like,
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays,
yeah.
There was another actually. The Christmas Day they usually
Happy Xmas.
they
Sorry.
actually go with their families to the cinema, and actually the Christmas Day is one of the biggest days in the cinema.
Yeah, surprisingly.
And actually, there's the movie. Was
Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home 2, where they go to the
Daddy's
cinema.
Home
They go
2,
to
yeah.
the cinema. Yeah.
They're snowed in at the cinema.
Yeah.
but I
And
mean,
Mel Gibson is not one there.
so you know, because we all say here now, like, no, that we're Christmas people. We believe in the Christmas movies, and we believe in Santa Claus, and we believe in Die Hard's a Christmas movie, and you know, Home Alone's a Christmas movie.
Hold on, it's definitely Christmas movie.
So is this? Can we say? Do we all believe in Merry Christmas? Like we can all say here, Merry Christmas is our thing. Like this is what we say.
I actually say Merry Christmas or Happy. Actually, do you say Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas?
I say Happy Christmas.
Yeah, but it's not Happy Holidays. It's Happy Christmas because Christmas is a great time for us. Like in that sense.
Happy Christmas. I say Happy Christmas. Well, I don't know why. I say, yeah.
Yeah, but why wouldn't we? Because I say it all the time. That's what I say. So when we
Merry
say
Christmas.
our midlife.
You don't
crisis-
say Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, great line. But this is the thing. Like this is our midlife and age.
So always Happy Christmas for me.
Always Happy Christmas.
It
And
won't
we'll be.
change.
And we'll
It
be.
won't
I'm not gonna
change.
It's just it's worked into your cranium. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be too being clinical about it, but yeah, it's in your soul. It's in your soul, Paul. It's in your
Okay,
soul.
sorry.
And then you say Happy New Year. So some people say it's February.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was January. But no, but here's the thing: you say there's no Christmas movies in Ireland, but there is the most famous Christmas song in Ireland.
Fairy Tale New York.
Fairy Tale New York. Yeah.
That's
This
it.
is
So
true.
that's something.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
Although
the
it
point.
didn't get to
Is
number
there-
1, it got to number 2.
Is there any Christmas film set in Ireland? And actually, an Irish like
Irish.
We probably have a
Irish-
leprechaun for fairness.
Probably. Yeah. I can't. No, I don't.
No, the snow. What are you talking about? The snowman.
That's British.
It's
Yeah.
British.
Yeah.
But is
The
it,
man who
don't they
created-
spoof the snowman though on something?
Yeah, I remember there was an ad for Iron Brew.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like my Iron Brew.
And then they actually did a piss take with the snowman with the Irish, the Dublin accents.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
really?
they
Oh,
did.
Yeah,
I
that's
see that.
brilliant
Okay.
stone.
Yeah.
Oh, your shit! The little kid going, get up! And he goes, the fucking and Margaret, the toaster's not working again. Is there remember the scene in the kitchen?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
they did.
It's
Oh,
brilliant.
yeah.
It's very funny.
I like
They're running around. I love it. I got me jocks.
Yeah, I remember
Maybe
the
that's
Iron Brew
our
ad.
mission for next year to make an actual Irish Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Next December.
And that's and then to anchor like start in December, like anchor the Christmas narratives which we all believe in, like you know. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Get them trending on. Or you get them trending now, like this is our
This is a big platform. to
yeah,
do
this
it,
is
you
a
know.
platform. We get the Christmas narratives trending, like
Sorry.
with our value
Language.
system. Like.
Itchy head.
By the way,
Keep the hat on.
what kind of sweets do people eat? Like quality sweets? Is that
Scotch slam. I remember having
Celebrations, definitely.
lint.
Oh, yeah, go on.
selection boxes?
Selection box.
But
that's
actually,
what
no,
I'm
but
saying.
you know what? Selection. I'm saying this here, and everyone will agree with me. Selection boxes years ago. My God, they were so much better and a lot, and they were, the chocolate was nicer and
They were much bigger. They were bigger.
And
that's
I
it.
know you say, "Oh, we're getting bigger." No, the chocolate.
I didn't say that. To be just
It's a conspiracy.
No, it is
No.
shrinkflation. It's
That,
the
like,
truth.
I remember, like a toffee crisp, a large toffee crisp years ago was the size of a ruler. No, that's a slight exaggeration.
Yeah, your mouth obviously got bigger in that case. Yeah.
And
But
sorry, go.
one of the reasons actually is, do you know what? Actually, milk trays are very kind of popular. Talking for Christmas.
So are
But-
Jacob's biscuits.
Yeah, and what do you call it?
Turkish Delight?
Afternoon tea. I love them.
Oh
The
yeah.
afternoon tea biscuits. But funny enough, someone actually, I didn't actually.
USA biscuits.
USA biscuits. That milk tray, they changed the ingredient for palm oil, and it doesn't make them. They're not as nice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
Did
think
you know that?
I think whatever.
Taste the milk tray next time and see what you think.
I think whatever Cadbury chocolate we have, like. What I
Butler's is best at the moment.
Oh yeah, Butler's the
Well, yeah, that Butler's made in Ireland, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So they have a factory and everything. You know.
Butler and Lindt are the two. Actually, do you know what? Another. We're getting Black Magic years ago.
My man was Black Magic.
And roses used to be much better.
Yeah.
Not like roses. Not really.
Heroes,
If you want to sponsor us.
Heroes are grand, but again, like all
Oh,
things,
Heroes are lovely.
like,
Celebrations.
that box used to be
Much bigger.
much bigger.
No, but-
Every,
Celebrations are getting much
Will you-
smaller. They're getting smaller every
Will you
year.
stop? They're the same size.
they're not.
No, yeah,
Paul agrees.
No,
They're-
no,
No,
celebrations.
it used to be more kind of square. Like.
Well,
Yeah.
celebrations are
No,
getting
but you
smaller
get
every
them in
year.
tins. and stuff.
Celebrations are getting
You
smaller.
get everything in tins now. That's
true.
why.
Yeah.
You know?
Have we
Well,
got-
I know from working in the supermarket, I see them all the time. So obviously, I see them get brought in.
Christmas crackers. I couldn't find. I was going to bring. I couldn't find like. No, in fairness, I didn't really look. I didn't really look for.
You didn't look
Test.
super hard,
Test.
yeah.
That's
test
another
of the-
thing. The
Christmas
the old
crackers.
presents and the Christmas
Yeah,
crackers
they're big.
haven't
They're
changed.
big.
but
The
they've been
novelty
20 years.
jokes, you know.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
But this is the Christmas jumpers as well. That's a big thing. Like, fair play, you came around a Christmas jumper.
Yeah. I noticed that when I sat
Someone
down.
robbed my Christmas jumper.
Well, don't look at me. It
Well,
wouldn't,
you
it wouldn't
don't
fit you
bow.
now anyway.
No, we took. We took too big for it now.
Actually, there's a tradition which has gone out, is the 12 pubs. The 12 pubs.
Is it?
Well, I overheard someone talking about it in work
But
the other day, but...
is it just younger people, like, would they do it more? Because, like, you know, kind of said, you grow out of things, like, but
Well,
the
funny
tradition
enough,
stays,
probably
like,
we don't drink it much.
But I suppose anyone.
Yeah, this is true.
I think the 12 pubs Christmas thing will always be popular as long as. Because there's always someone who looks for an excuse to get pissed. So that's what it
But
is.
this is their generation, we're the millennium generation.
Yeah, exactly. The
We
generation
drink.
up there
But
are
the
all
generations
sober.
here, they want
Yeah,
to be
they're all
healthy and they want to
Yeah,
be like.
exactly. They're
you know,
all sober.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
get
weird.
there.
We're apparently the drunkest generation.
The 12 pubs is actually good fun, and I haven't done it in a few years.
Do you know what? I'm going to put out there. The thought of doing 12 pubs at Christmas just makes you feel sick. I'm like, I wouldn't be able for
I
it.
would be
so-
able to
yeah.
handle
So
it,
that
yeah.
tradition could go to the younger people. That
Actually,
have,
in
you
order
know,
for the 12 pubs to work, you all have to meet on time.
Yeah.
Not unless someone arrives at 9 o'clock.
And you have to be half an hour each. You can't be.
Yeah.
And you have
Big
to.
mistake years ago is we went to
Yeah,
the Bernard Shaw and we had about 6 drinks.
Yeah. That's all.
See, that's the
They
thing.
were
about-
waiting for others to come in.
See, that's the thing about 12
So
pubs.
6 people for 12 pubs works.
It's too strict, it is. It's too. You're kind of. You have all these restrictions, and it's just. Whoa, oh, geez.
But is that worth doing? Is that worth doing? Like in a podcast and that, like an episode of 12 pubs at Christmas and
12 drinks at Christmas
and
in one
defining a few rules or something like that. You know, like.
Well, you could do a movie like that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean.
but there's a movie exactly.
Well,
but
I mean, they did have that film, The World's End.
Yeah,
That
very
was
good,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, very good film.
But look at
an
an Irish,
actual
like
Christmas-
Guinness,
Irish.
sponsored by Guinness, like yeah, Guinness 12 pubs at Christmas. I can only drink Guinness, like, and it's all Irish lads and stuff like that. Like the Irish, it's the Irish famous actors, like.
And get
12
an Irish
pubs-
director.
Yeah.
Get someone like I don't know, Neil Jordan or
Yeah.
Jim Sheridan or
Yeah, it's be awesome.
Lanny Abraham.
Tell you what, we get Charlie. Get Charlie to do it on us, will we?
Sorry, say that again?
Get Charlie to do the film on us because he's editing, isn't he? He's the camera, isn't he?
Yeah. Charlie's the time to do all this. Busy work,
Neil Jordan's
very
very
busy
busy.
Yeah,
work.
Neil Jordan.
Yeah.
Get and who the film star? Colin Farrell, Cillian Murphy,
Paul Mescal,
Paul Mescal.
Paul Mescal, of course, Paul Mescal.
Yeah.
And Jesse Buckley.
just
Have a few actresses in Jesse.
Tom Hardy's because Tom Hardy's cool because he can do jiu-jitsu. I know he's not Irish, but he
Yeah.
can be cool. I like
Well,
saying.
yeah, Daniel
Yeah,
Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis, yeah.
Well, English as well, but some
Yeah,
Irish.
maybe
Some
some
Irish.
English, yeah,
there.
yeah.
He plays.
Colin Meaney, Brendan Gleeson.
Okay,
Well,
well,
get
a
some
bit
older
off.
actors. Get
Yeah.
John Lynch.
Gone a bit off topic here.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's
We're on.
There's $1 million in there.
And have a cameo from a cast member of Father Ted's.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But they all dead
Yeah,
now.
Well, the ones that are still alive.
Ireland
Frank
O'Hanlon or something.
Frank Kelly died a few years
Oh,
back.
then that's only Ireland.
Get Ernest O'Hanlon, or even Polly McLean. They could have a cameo. in
What's the
it.
fellow recently that was the writer of Father Ted?
Greg Linehan.
Grand Linda, yeah, because you could talk about trans,
Oh, yeah, of course.
trans politics in the pub, in the Dublin pub in Ireland, where freedom of speech, like, thank fuck for that.
Oh,
Like,
Lennon, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
but like,
Chris O'Dowd.
it could be a fly in the wall of like what as the
Lennon went
conversation
the wrong
declines or something that gets more kind of coarse and more kind of non-filtery, like as the lads get like more drunk and stuff like that. Like so, it'd be kind of cool. Like you get philosophical and a bit of
Yeah.
you know, like
Very. I have some Irishisms. in there.
Yeah.
Ciaran,
It's warm.
what's the two of you to thank you, Paul. For
actually very
Yeah, you're great
speaker,
inside,
yes.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Kieran, thanks a lot.
Sorry?
Yeah, no problem.
You're an awesome speaker and you're very intelligent. You too,
Thank
Kieran.
you.
It's great
Thank
to
you.
have us on the show because Nick is struggling there.
I'm not struggling. Can I ask a question? Did you guys, when you were young in primary school, did you always have to do a nativity play every year? Or?
No.
No, we didn't.
What?
No.
So it's just me. I'm the
Jeez,
weird,
the only
I'm
play,
weird
sorry,
one.
the only play we did was the Jungle Book, was it?
Ciaran,
I didn't miss that. I went to my holidays.
Did you?
We did do plays. We never did activity plays.
We actually,
No, we
in
never
my
did
final in my
Thank God.
in the 6th class, we actually did a Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
And I was
You Scrooge.
no, it wasn't. My mother directed, so I couldn't be.
Your mother directed?
Directed the show.
You need to let your shadow out, man. This is
No, so I
you
was.
need to play villain.
No, I was the Marley's ghost, but
You're Jacob Marley.
yeah,
the
but-
moral,
but
you know, kind of moral authority, the social ego. or
Hello,
something
can you
like
let me speak, please?
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. So, but the costume I had had so much paint on it. They painted them all, and it was just, it was just.
They're all whites.
Yeah, exactly. The
Being a
face,
ghost,
yeah. So it was a black kind of costume with paint all over it. It was just, bit of a nightmare. The fact that it was only one night. Yeah.
You still wait for your starring role like in a movie, eh? Like
Yes.
you're on a podcast now.
Yes. With Cillian Murphy. Hopefully. Jesse Buckley and Paul Mescal. But I remember, no, they have a new. Paul Mescal and Jesse Buckley have a new movie.
It's a modern day take on Hamlet.
No, it's
called
not.
Hamlet.
It's a fictional version of Shakespeare's life.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, that's what
It's
it
family
is.
life,
It's from
it's
the
family
director.
life.
Family, yeah,
It's
yeah.
from the director of a Nomadland.
Yeah, it's based on the book. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
Got mixed up.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. That's from the, and they had the premiere, The Lighthouse.
They're nominated for
Here's
Oscar.
actually
No,
going back to Christmas. What's everyone? I know it's a tough one. Favorite Christmas song?
Straight out of New York.
Oh really?
No.
I do like War's Over. Yeah.
No. Justin Bieber's Santa Claus Come to Town.
Actually, do you know what one I love? I love the Springsteen one.
Oh, great! Yeah, I always forget there's a
I
Bruce
love
Springsteen
that
version.
one.
Yeah.
Do you like the Springsteen version?
Come into town. I was like, it's really
Yeah. Actually, here's a good song. The song Common People. Is that a Christmas song?
By Paul.
No, not Common. No, Live in the Pub with Common People by Paul Young.
Yeah.
Is that a Christmas song?
Oh.
No, it ain't.
No. Well, if it was in the charts at Christmas time.
Yeah. Sorry, not bad.
Actually, a debate earlier on me and Austin. Remember, what's the shame again song? But actually, you know,
Oh, I know the one.
It's like the
Yeah.
under the. Is that a Christmas song?
I don't know. I've heard it at Christmas though.
Every Christmas I hear it.
I know the song you mean. Yeah. But that's the interesting thing because I in the shopping centre in Donamead. I always hear, and I don't. So maybe I think they played them because they were released at Christmas. But Lily Allen a few years ago, she recorded a cover of "Somewhere Only We Know." by King.
exactly. Yeah, but
And that's always played.
yeah,
even though it's not
exactly.
a Christmas
The
song.
same with Only You with Kylie Minogue and James Corden, but James Corden was big at the time, so
And also Elbow, they did a cover of Golden Slumber by the Beatles. And again, even though that's not a Christmas song, they released it around Christmas time.
Do you remember actually the movie Love Actually and your man Bill Nye did a kind of cover of Christmas All Around, it was kind of Love Is All Around, you know, but it's just instead of Christmas. And actually, in the movie, it got to number one, and they were all cheering.
Quick question, not going out. Is that still going? Is that the Christmas special?
Is that still
Not this year, but it was on.
Is that still on?
I can't believe he told me that was still on.
Yeah,
Like,
but the
how many seasons?
only thing, there's only the two of them in it now. I mean, Lee and the wife are the only two main characters.
So
in it.
there's
I didn't
no.
know that was still on.
The kids aren't in it anymore, and neither is the
The American one's still in it.
What?
The American one.
The American.
Yeah, the blonde American one in it. I think she was in the early seasons, but...
I know she went
No,
after.
she's first season. Yeah, no, she's not.
Yeah, I prefer the black hair girl.
Jesus, I didn't even know that was still on. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Sure, bloody Hunt, your man Dennis, that was in Outnumbered, was in it for a while.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, no, that's the thing. The new season didn't have scrapped
Did you
all
like
the characters.
Outnumbered? It was quite funny. Wasn't it?
Never watched that.
Yeah, that was Christmas
Outnumbered,
special.
no?
What's that?
I think we're gonna wrap this up.
I think we
5
should.
minutes.
I think we filled a lot in.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna wrap it up? Finish it up?
Yes.
Awesome, what you want to say?
Thanks everyone for showing up today. It was awesome. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
feedback.
no, thanks
Thanks for the food, yeah.
everyone for coming
Well done
along.
for all showing the Christmas.
Kieran
tree.
and sorry.
Yo,
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
How could you not get you?
Sorry.
That's
Okay.
offended now.
I'm sorry.
folks, have an absolute brilliant Christmas
Happy
and
Christmas.
see you
Bye.
next episode. See you next year. Take care.
Bye.
Adios,
Bye.
amigos.